Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network. We come to you tonight from Valparaiso High School as Region Sports Network presents coverage of the 2025 IHSAA State Baseball Tournament as the Portage Indians face the Valparaiso Vikings for the Class 4A Sectional 2 Championship. I'm Leo Staudaher, and I'll have the play-by-play for tonight's matchup between two Duneland Conference rivals. Portage will be the home team here at Viking Field. They enter with a record of 13-12-2, 5-9 in Duneland play. They enter with wins over Merrillville and Chesterton in this sectional. Valparaiso will be the road team here tonight. They enter with a record of 21-5, 10-4 in Duneland play. In their last time out, they defeated Hobart 14-4. They have won their last 15 games. And as we get closer to first pitch, the first pitch forecast is brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Tonight's forecast, it is 81 degrees and cloudy here at Valparaiso. It's a good night for baseball. The wind is blowing out as well. So we will be monitoring that for this sectional championship. That's the game night forecast brought to you by Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. So we'll start with the starting lineup from the Valparaiso Vikings. That's brought to you by our friends at Great Lakes Sports Hub. Here's the batting order for the Vikings of Valparaiso. Gabe Bush leads off and plays center field. Trent Gill bats second, plays short. Trevor Fenters plays first, bats third. Caden Kroll will be the pitcher. He bats cleanup. Adler Holtz bats fifth, plays third base. Max Ream will be behind the plate. He bats in the sixth spot. DJ Malloy plays second base, bats seventh. Matt Savanek will be playing right field, batting eighth. And Nate Simpson rounds out the 1 through 9 from head coach Todd Evans. He plays left field.
Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 3, Tyler Porowski.
So the starting pitcher, as mentioned, Caden Kroll for Valparaiso. We'll have more on him in a moment. Great Lakes Sports Hub, more than a dome.
Starting pitcher tonight is number 17.
So we see the Indians of Portage taking the field. We are just moments away from the national anthem, so we will pause for the playing of our nation's anthem. And when we return, we will finish out these starting lineups. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Face the flag in center field.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep, skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Hennigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Hennigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit hennigenberg.com for more information or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Hennigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
So let's keep things moving along here. Now for the starting lineup from the Portage Indians. Devon Ortiz leads off, is the designated hitter. Kyle Ketchum bats second. He will be behind the plate. Cody Young is in center field. He bats third. Hunter Cole, last game's pitcher of record, will be in right field. He bats fourth. Brody Braden plays third base, bats fifth. In the sixth spot is the shortstop, Matt Crosstag. Williams de Gracia bats seventh, plays second. Tyler Porowski will be batting eighth, playing left field. And Ryan Bogue rounds out the 1 through 9 from Coach Shane Prince. He plays first base. Caleb Hacker will be the starting pitcher for Portage. So let's introduce the starting pitchers for tonight's game. That means we'll turn to the Hennigenberg Exteriors Home Improvement Hurlers for today, presented by Hennigenberg Exteriors. Caleb Hacker, the junior right-hander, enters with a record of 5-3, an ERA of 3.77. This will be his 10th appearance. He has logged 42 2/3 innings of work, surrendering just 28 hits, 24 runs against him. 23 of those have been earned. He has walked 46 and struck out 53. Last Wednesday against Merrillville, Hacker went 6 innings of work with 5 strikeouts in the shutout against Merrillville to secure Portage's first postseason win since 2019. For Valparaiso, they'll be sending one of the top pitchers in the state to the mound tonight. Caden Kroll enters with a record of 3-0 on the year, an ERA of just .24 in 6 appearances of work. He's gone 29 innings with only 9 hits against, 1 run against Kroll. It was earned. He has walked only 5 batters while striking out 59. Those are your Enigenberg Exteriors home improvement hurlers for tonight's game. Enigenberg Exteriors, your all-in-one roofing specialist. Visit ebergexteriors.com for a quote. So Gabe Bush gets ready to take the plate against Hacker in this matchup between the Vikings and the Indians. We are ready to play ball. It's a good day for baseball here at Viking Field, and this should be an exciting matchup between Portage, who has seemed to be the team of destiny, and Valparaiso, who is trying to win their sectional for the second time in the last 3 years. Hacker takes the mound. The righty gets ready to send this one towards the plate. And here we go. First pitch at 4:25. It is a strike from Hacker, and we are officially underway. Bush, the senior center fielder, committed to Purdue Northwest. He's batting .308 on the season. Lays off that one for a ball. On Friday against Merrillville, Bush walked twice, singled, and doubled. He scored 3 times in that 14-4 win over the Brickies. The 1-1 pitch for the Vikings. It wasn't exactly the start you draw up, but they certainly were satisfied with it. With 5 walks to start the game, that would end the day for Hobart's starting pitcher. The 2-1, low for a ball. And then some timely hitting, a 2-run home run from Max Ream and a double from Wilcox, and the line just kept moving for Valparaiso, scoring 7 runs in the first inning. They would not look back from there. Had a outstanding performance on the mound from Trevor Fenters, going 5 innings of work with 5 strikeouts as Bush fouls away the 3-1 pitch. And that was all the Vikings would need to defeat Hobart and move along to the sectional championship. We will tell you how Portage got here as we move closer to their first at-bats. The 3-2. High for ball 4. Bush starts the game with a walk. So the leadoff man is on base, and Trent Gill will step up to the plate. Gill batting .286 on the season. He's driven in 12 runs. Gill, one of 5 Vikings named to all-conference recognition in the Duneland. First pitch from Hacker, fastball for a strike. Gill walked twice and scored twice in Friday's win over Hobart. Hacker from the stretch delivers the 0-1 pitch. That's high and away for ball 1. So Caleb Hacker working for Portage, the 6'5" right-hander, also a member of the Indians basketball squad. The 1-1 by Gill is lifted deep towards left field, going back to the wall, and it's gone! 2-run home run for Trent Gill. The Vikings will strike first here in the top half of the first. For Gill, that's his first home run of the season. RBIs number 13 and 14. And it gives his team an early lead here in the sectional championship.
First baseman, number 12, Trevor Fenters.
So that 2-run blast by Gill gives the Vikings a 2-0 lead. Trevor Fenters will bat with nobody on and nobody out. Takes a first pitch strike from the right-hander Hacker. Fenters picked up the win for the Vikings on Friday. Now he plays first base. He swings through that off-speed delivery from Hacker, so he's behind 0-2. Fenter's batting .403 on the season. The 0-2, driven towards left field, but Porowski doesn't have to move much to get there. He will make the catch for out number 1. So that's a big out for Hacker to get that first batter after a home run. You always want to see how a pitcher responds, and he was able to just attack Fenters there, started off the count 0-2 and worked a flyout. And now he'll get ready to face Caden Kroll, starting pitcher for the Vikings tonight. Kroll batting .304 on the season. There's one away and nobody on. The first pitch was inside for ball 1. Hacker now goes with the 1-0 delivery. It spins inside again, so Kroll ahead here 2-0. Kroll at the plate on Friday. Walked and scored in the first inning. Singled, drove in a run in the third. That off-speed delivery from Hacker taken for a strike. Count moves to 2-1. But Kroll picked up his 100th career hit with that RBI single in the third inning. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball to the corner for strike 2. So Hacker evens up the count at 2 apiece. So pitcher against pitcher here in the top of the first inning. The breakthrough pitch. Lifted towards center field. It will drop. Kroll got it near the hands and was just able to muscle it through the infield towards center where it drops for a single. Maybe not the hardest hit piece of contact he's had this season, but nonetheless, it will count. That'll be his 22nd hit of the campaign, and it puts a runner on with one away here in the first. Adler Holtz will step up for the Vikings. Holtz, the senior, playing third base this evening. The first pitch from Hacker is high for ball 1. Holtz has driven in 11 runners this season, batting .333. He gets ready for the 1-0 from Hacker. That one just misses on the outer portion for ball 2. So quickly ahead in the count, Holtz at 2-0. The next pitch, fastball high, 3-0. So for Hacker, trying to avoid walking this batter here, putting 2 on. And what's already been an inning where the Vikings have scored twice. Now the 3-0 pitch from the stretch. Fastball. So he stays in the count. Holtz lays off. 3-1. Holtz chops away the 3-1 pitch behind the catcher. It's foul. So that will make it a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Hacker settles, gets ready for the payoff pitch. It's high and away. So that walk to Holtz will put 2 on, still only 1 away. And Max Ream, who was a double away from the cycle on Friday, hit a home run in the first inning to help start the day for the Vikings. He singled in the second and had a triple in the third inning. 3 RBIs, he scored twice. It was a good day for the senior catcher, and now time is called. So Hacker will step off the rubber. Kroll's the runner at second base. Holtz over at first. Valparaiso has scored in this game already. A 2-run blast by Trent Gill. After Bush walked to start the day, Gill would bring them both home. The first pitch to Ream is called strike 1 on a off-speed pitch that was breaking away from the right-handed batter. Now the 0-1. Ream stays away from that fastball. It's outside for ball 1. So Hacker gets the sign from his catcher, Ketchum. Looks to the runner at second, now goes towards the plate, and Ream drives it towards left field. It bounces towards Porowski. Kroll will get to third base, but stay put there. It's a single that moves the line for Valparaiso, and now the bases are full for DJ Malloy, the junior second baseman, with only one away.
Number 10, DJ Malloy.
So Ream continues to swing a good bat in this sectional, picks up a single after a 3-hit day on Friday. Ream's the runner at first, Holtz at second, and Kroll at third. Portage will now have a meeting at the mound with only one away. There appears to be activity in their bullpen. We'll see a courtesy runner in place of the catcher Ream. That'll be Logan Dilly, the junior outfielder.
Courtesy runner at first base for the catcher.
But Hacker had an outstanding game on Wednesday to get Portage to the sectional semifinal, going 6 innings of scoreless work against Merrillville, but the Vikings have been aggressive against him early here. Bush walked to start the game. Gill clubbed a 2-run home run, the next batter. Then Kroll singled, Holtz walked, and a single from Ream have continued to just increase the pressure against the tough right-hander. So here's Malloy, the junior, batting .400 on the season. And he sends this one opposite field towards right field. Going back is Cole. He makes the catch, but the runners will tag. Cole races towards the plate. He will score. So Caden Kroll helps out his own cause, tags up and scores on the flyout by Malloy. Valpo now increases their lead to 3-0 here in the first.
Matt Savanic.
Holtz moves from second to third. Dilly stays put at first. So there's 2 away in the inning. The Vikings have scored 3 on 3 hits. And the batter now, Matt Savanic. Hustling down to second base is Dilly. He goes there uncontested on the first pitch to Savanic, which was called strike 1. Savanic hammered his first home run of the season on Friday against Hobart. That was in the 3rd inning. He fouls away the next pitch, so the count quickly goes to 0-2. And for Hacker, you have to think, facing the 8th batter of this inning, with only 2 away, there's 2 in scoring position, but you want to just attack him with this next pitch, try to get out with the damage being just 3 runs. Now the 0-2. High for ball 1. And you look at the Portage offense, they were able to score 6 runs in the 2nd inning on Friday, so they could put up a crooked number in a hurry, but facing a tough pitcher in Caden Kroll. The 1-2, outside for a ball. So 2s across the board here, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on base, and so Portage already down by 3, facing a tough pitcher. You can't really afford to let the deficit get much larger than this. The 2-2. Put in the air, shallow right side of the diamond, or left side of the diamond. It twists, and the third baseman, Braden, will look up and make the catch for out number 3. But the Vikings do some damage. 3 runs on 3 hits, including a 2-run home run by Trent Gill, helped them get off on the right foot. We'll see Portage take their first at-bats when we return. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Be sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports by supporting and following us on social media. We're always active on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and online at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town. Ortiz, Ketchum, and Young to lead off the bottom of the first for Portage against Caden Kroll, the left-hander from Valparaiso on the mound. Kroll singled and scored at the plate in the top of the first inning, so helped with that 3-run first. He speeds in a fastball for strike one against Ortiz. Ortiz, the senior, batting .338 on the season. Fouls away the next pitch, so it's quickly 0-2. Talking about the stat line from Caden Kroll, 3-0 on the year, ERA of just .24. He gets ready for this 0-2 pitch. Fouled away by Ortiz. Again, Kroll, just 9 hits against him. 1 run, it was earned. He has struck out 59 batters and only walked 5. And he's ahead of Ortiz here with the count 0-2. The next pitch. Fastball just inside for a ball. Makes the count 1-2. So lefty against righty here. The southpaw Kroll kicks and fires. Checking up was Ortiz. He went far enough for strike 3 on the off-speed pitch. It's a strikeout to start the day for Kroll. One away here in the bottom of the first. And the batter, Kyle Ketchum for Portage. Ketchum batting .341 this season with 15 runs batted in. A tall catcher, bats right-handed. Ketchum's 6'5". And Kroll sends that off-speed pitch away from the batter for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Fastball inside, evens the count at 1 apiece. So Ketchum and the Indians looking to try to strike back after they surrendered 3 runs in the first. Ketchum can't get to that next pitch from Kroll. He swings over it for strike 2. So Kroll ahead with a ball and 2 strikes here. The next pitch. Stabbed over to third base where it's scooped up by Holtz. He fires, bounces it over to his counterpart Fenters, who's able to scoop it up for out number 2. Ketchum was nearly there, but a good play by the first baseman to handle that one for out number 2.
Number 18, Cody Young.
As Ketchum just was able to get contact with it, but pitch that was just poked over to third base where Holtz was playing pretty deep, handled it. The next batter, Cody Young, swings at the first pitch he sees from Kroll. Fastball for strike 1. And that could have been a tricky play for Fenters at first base as it bounced about a foot in front of him. The 0-1. Fastball for strike 2. No swing from Young. But Fenters timed it up well, scooped it, and held on to secure it for out number 2. Now the 0-2 from Kroll. Fastball just misses inside for ball 1. That's been a spot he's been looking for and just didn't get it there against the right-handed batter. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. The ball is dropped, but the throw down to first is good. So Ream throws it over to Fenters to officially retire Young. 2 strikeouts and a ground out for Portage. They go down in 1-2-3 fashion to end the first. We're through 1 here at Viking Field, and Valparaiso leads 3-0 over Portage. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Don't forget to visit regionsports.com, Facebook/Region Sports Nation, and Instagram for this week's Powering Indiana Peak Performers presented by NECA, IBEW, Powering Indiana of Lake County, the region's most trusted electricians. Top of the first inning here, it'll be Simpson, and then the top of the order for the Vikings. Bush and Gill to follow. Portage in the field wearing their red uniforms, red caps, red jerseys with white text across the front, white numbers on front and back, white pants with a red stripe, while Valparaiso wearing green jerseys with white and black stripes along the sleeves, green numbers on either side. First pitch hits Simpson, so he will be on base to start off the first inning. That fastball got away from Hacker and caught him near the shoulder. So Simpson will hustle over the first base. So one on, nobody out, in the top of the order. Gabe Bush up to bat for Valparaiso. Completing the uniform description, the Vikings are wearing black pants with a green stripe, green caps with black brims, and their road uniforms here at their home field. Bush takes the first pitch for a ball. Both games, both in the sectional semifinal and the championship, Valparaiso has been the road team taking first at-bats, wearing their away uniforms. The 1-0, despite the fact that they're playing at Viking Field, their home. Strike called to Bush. Count evens up at 1-1. Right-handed pitcher Hacker trying to find the first out of the inning with a runner at first base. The 1-1. Bush lays off that fastball away. Count goes to 2-1. So Bush walked to start the game and was brought home on that home run by Gill. Here's the 2-1. Fastball called strike 2 on the far corner. It's a 2-2 with nobody out. Simpson, the runner at first base, steps out to a lead. The 2-2 pitch called away for ball 3. So he's been attacking this left-handed batter away from the plate, or away from that outer third has been where he's looking, that far corner. Now the payoff pitch, high for ball 4. It's a walk to Bush, his second of the game. And now there's 2 on and nobody out for Trent Gill. And we will see a meeting at the mound for Portage. Hacker will talk things over with his coach, Shane Prince. And that will be the end of the line for Caleb Hacker. We'll see a new pitcher in for Portage here in the top of the second. There's nobody out, 2 runners on. We'll step aside as the new left-hander gets ready to work. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Summer just got sweeter at Smoothie King of St. John. Introducing 5 new watermelon smoothies. Power Meal Slim Watermelon, Gut Health Watermelon, Hydration Watermelon, the Activation Recovery Watermelon, and the Extreme Watermelon. All here for a limited time only at Smoothie King of St. John. Open 7 days a week. Smoothie King is conveniently located across from Lake Central High School. Stop in today. Smoothie King of St. John.
From
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
Trevor Wallace, the sophomore left-hander, is the new man on the hill for the Portage Indians. It's time to take a look at this Enigenberg Exteriors Home Improvement Hurler. The stats from Wallace: he is 1-1 on the year with an ERA of 3.23 in 6 appearances. He's gone 26 innings of work with 31 hits against him. He's allowed 19 runs, 12 of them earned. He's only walked 5 batters while striking out 21. So the underclassman left-hander will get ready to work against the Vikings with 2 on and nobody out here in the second. Enigenberg Exteriors, experienced roofing and siding contractors serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee. Visit them on the web at ebergexteriors.com. Trent Gill bats with 2 on, nobody out. Gill sent one over the fence in left field for his first home run of the season in the first inning. Drove in Bush as well. He has Simpson at second base. He was hit by a pitch to start the inning, and then Bush walked to add another runner here. So Gill, the third batter of the inning for the Vikings. The first pitch from Wallace. Fastball for a strike. So Portage through Caleb Hacker, their top starter on Wednesday against Merrillville. He was outstanding in that game. And then today it was just not quite his day. A few walks, a hit batter, and the home run. So they quickly take him out to put in the sophomore Wallace in the sectional championship. Next pitch, taken for a ball inside by Gill. Count evened up at 1-1. Wallace looks at second, goes to the plate, gets Gill to swing over that breaking ball for strike 2. So good movement on that pitch from the sophomore. It was breaking towards the right-handed batter, and he swung above it. So gets the sign from Ketchum. Looks to second, goes to the plate. That one's inside. Ketchum loses it but recovers. Count evens up at 2-2. Ketchum's the runner at second base, or Ketchum's the catcher for the Indians. Braden and Bogue, the runners at the corners. Fielders at the corners, Crosstag and DeGracia up the middle. And Porowski, Young, and Cole in the outfield from left to right. The fastball from Wallace just misses outside for ball 3. So the count is full to Trent Gill, the junior shortstop from Valparaiso. Now the payoff pitch. Inside for ball 4. The bases are now full of Vikings. Simpson moves from second to third. Bush from first to second. And Gill will take his spot at first base for Trevor Fenters, the senior first baseman. Fenters entered the day with a 4.03 average. He has driven in 24 runs. Now he has a teammate at every base and nobody out here in the second inning. Fenters fouls away the first pitch from Wallace. Fenters will be taking his talents to Indiana State next season. Threw a great game on the mound on Friday, and him and Kroll have combined for that great 1-2 punch at the start of the rotation. The 0-1, taken for strike 2. And it also helps that Fenters, when he's not pitching, can play first base. Swings one of the best bats in the lineup. Now the count 0-2. Wallace from the stretch goes towards the plate. Fenters puts it in the air, shallow center field. The shortstop cross tags going back for it, and it drops. It drops between 3 Portage defenders. 1 run will score. Everybody moves up. Everybody's safe. Valparaiso adds another to take a 4-0 lead here in the second. That was hit towards a trio of Portage defenders. You had center fielder, shortstop, and second baseman all going back for it. Kind of a tricky run on what wasn't necessarily a smash, but it just hung up there long enough to go into that Bermuda Triangle area, and it just drops between all three defenders. So Simpson scores, Bush goes to third base, Gill to second, and Fenters drives in a run, and he'll take first base. So now Caden Kroll, Vikings starting pitcher, bats, takes a first pitch strike from Wallace. Kroll singled and scored in the first inning. The next pitch breaks away from the plate, outside for ball one. So Kroll batting left-handed against the southpaw Wallace. Gets ready for the 1-1 pitch. And Kroll puts it in the air, foul, beyond the concourse and just past our press box, moves the count to 1-2. So Simpson looks around, green jersey at every base, goes towards the plate, and Crowell smashes that one foul towards the Viking bullpen. Still nobody out here in the second. The Vikings have brought one run in already. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike three. Wallace gets the punch out. And a big first out here.
Third baseman, number 11.
With nowhere to put Kroll, he strikes him out on that high fastball. Nice pitch by the sophomore, but he's not out of danger yet, as Adler Holtz will bat with one away and a bases full of Vikings. He fouls the first pitch away down the first base line. First baseman Bogue nearly had it, but it rolls past him and foul, so the count 0-1. And Holtz walked in the first inning. And he's behind here against Wallace, 0-1. One down in the inning. The next pitch, just high for ball one. Bush is the runner at third base, Gill at second, and Fenters at first. The Vikings lead by 4. They've added one run in this inning. And Holtz swings over that breaking ball to make it a 1-2 count. A good movement on that pitch from Wallace. It just dropped and Holtz couldn't line it up. So the count now a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Wallace. And Holtz lifts this one deep towards left field. Porowski's going back towards the fence. And you can forget about that one. It's a grand slam for Adler Holtz to make it a 5-run second inning for the Vikings. They lead 9-0. Holtz with the grand slam, his second home run of the season. Brings his RBI total to 15 on the year. And the Vikings lead 8-0 here in the second. Good swing by Holtz. And so that, for Portage, you look at the hit by pitch to start the inning, then 2 walks that followed. You put base runners for the Vikings on that don't have to swing the bat, and they make you pay. 8 runs already. And Ream gets all of this one deep towards left field. That one is gone. Back-to-back home runs for the Vikings here in the second. For Ream, he's homered in his last 2 games. And he makes it a 9-run lead for Valparaiso.
Second baseman, number 10, DJ Malloy.
3rd home run of the season for Ream. His second in the last two games, Ream has been swinging a good bat. That was his second hit of this game. And now the Vikings, 9 runs on 6 hits against Portage. The batter now, Malloy, takes the first pitch for a strike. Timeout is called.
Oh my goodness. It's good thing that park's far away.
So those first 3 runs in this inning were charged to Hacker, and then Wallace responsible for the rest. You can officially close the book on Hacker. The 1-1 pitch, he went 1 inning, 3 hits, 6 runs, and walked 3, hit 1 batter. The count now 2-1 to Malloy. And only 1 away here in the top of the second inning. Malloy chops that one foul towards the Viking dugout. The count will be evened up at 2-2. Malloy had a sacrifice fly to right field in the first inning, helped drive in a run. This is his second at-bat of the game. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Second punch out for Wallace. Got Malloy to swing at that bender, swung over it. So he struck out Kroll, strikes out Malloy. There are 2 away, and Matt Savanek will bat with 2 outs and nobody on. And the Vikings have added 6 in this inning. The windup from Wallace. Swing and a miss from Savanek. Savanek smashed his first home run of the season on Friday. So the count's 0-1. The windup from Wallace. Outside for ball 1. Wallace with a long pause, winds and delivers the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball high for ball 2. So not a great start to the inning for Portage with the hit by pitch and 2 walks. Then the Vikings just continued to increase the pressure. An RBI single from Fenters, a grand slam from Holtz, and a solo home run from Ream. Savanek swings through that off-speed pitch. So the count now 2-2. Wallace quickly winds and sends the 2-2 pitch, and Savanek lines it to first, where the catch is made by Bogue. That ends the inning, but the Vikings add 6 to take a 9-0 lead over Portage. We are through an inning and a half. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work. You're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schragle, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you can reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies, the business professionals. Cole, Braden, and Crosstag lead off the bottom of the second for Portage, and they have some work to do down by 9 here in this sectional championship. Kroll sends the first pitch high, and Cole at the plate for Portage had a great game on Friday, both at the plate and on the mound. Offensively, he went 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. He Sends this next pitch high to center field. Bush steps back and makes the catch for out number 1. So Cole flies out to start the second. But we'll finish up on Cole on the mound. He went 7 innings of work with 9 strikeouts. He waited through that rain delay about 45 minutes and still returned. Was outstanding after the break. First pitch to Braden, high for a ball. He had 5 strikeouts after the rain delay to really help just close the door on Chesterton and help Portage advance to the sectional championship. Their first time making it this far since 2019. Kroll sends a pitch to the far quarter of the plate for strike 1, evens it up at 1-1 to Brody Braden. Braden can't catch up to that one. It's strike 2. Braden batting .364 on the season. Kroll with 2 strikeouts already, both of those in the first inning. He's ahead in this at-bat. 1 ball and 2 strikes. His windup in the next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout of the day for Kroll. And there are 2 away here in the last of the second. The batter will be Matt Crosstag for Portage.
Number 1, Matt Crosstag.
Crosstag, the senior shortstop, trying to extend the inning here. He's batting .190 on the season. He's driven in 8 runs. First pitch from Kroll in the zone for strike 1. So Kroll has been working well. His 0-1 pitch. It's away for ball 1. It's Crosstag. Last hope in the second inning for Portage. Lays off the fastball inside. He's made some good plays in this sectional defensively at short. Had a lot of action his way on Friday against Chesterton. The 2-1 pitch from Kroll. Fastball for strike 2. No swing from Crosstag. So the count evened up at 2 apiece. 2 outs in the inning. The 2-2 is swung and missed by Crosstag for strike 3. His second punch out of the inning. He's up to 4 on the day, so Portage goes down 1-2-3 fashion. We are through 2. Valparaiso leads 9-0. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Hennigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Hennigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit hennigenberg.com for more information or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Hennigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. Top of the third inning here at Viking Field, Valparaiso will send Simpson in the top of the order. Bush and Gill, they lead 9-0. 9 runs on 6 hits, while Portage, scoreless so far. They have not been able to get a runner on base against Caden Kroll through their first 2 trips to the plate. And Cole Wallace stays on the mound for Portage to face Simpson. He stepped in relief in the second. Now he gets a clean inning. He winds up, and Simpson chops the first pitch to third base, where Braden fires in time for out number 1. So good read by Simpson to handle that one as it bounces towards him. He He was able to grab it about shoulder height and then throw over in time to get Simpson out. So Gabe Bush will step up to the plate. Bush has walked twice in this game. He has scored both times. He's been on base. First pitch from Wallace, taken for strike one. There's one away, nobody on. So Bush, between the sectional semifinal and this championship, he has scored 5 runs for the Vikings. Wallace spins that pitch high for ball one. And he's just been really productive out of the top of the order. 2 walks today, 2 walks on Friday. The 1-1 outside for a ball. You know, he can work deep into these counts, takes a lot of pitches, doesn't chase outside the zone. It's just a good approach, and that's what you want from the top of the order. The 2-1. Lifted towards right field. That will drop. Rolls past Cole. It goes all the way to the fence. Bush is flying around second base. He's going for 3. He slides it head first for a one-out triple here in the third. So Bush on base for the third time tonight. It's just 90 feet away from scoring his second triple of the season. That looked maybe like it was going to be routine at first, but then it just kept rolling past Cole all the way to the track. And Bush just flew to third base for the triple. So that brings Trent Gill up to bat with 1 on and nobody out. First pitch from Wallace, skipped foul. Gill committed to play at Indiana, a junior shortstop for the Vikings. He's behind 0-1 after that foul ball against Wallace. So Bush, the runner at third base. Wallace waiting for the sign from his catcher. And time is called by Gill. So 3 runs in the first inning for the Vikings, 6 in the second. And Gill hammers this one towards left center. It drops at the bottom of the fence. That will be enough to score Gill, or to score Bush. Gill slides into second. He has an RBI double to make it a 10-run lead for the Vikings. For Gill, he is 2 for 2 today. He also walked. That is the 4th double of the year for Gill. And we're going to see, it looks like we might see a new pitcher for Portage. That will be the end of the day for Wallace. So we will allow the new pitcher to warm up. When we return, we'll tell you about the new man on the mound. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Cody Young, junior right-hander, the new man on the mound for Portage. He's the Ennigan Exteriors home improvement hurler for Young on the mound this season. He's 2-3 on the year with a 4.64 ERA and 8 appearances. He's had 23 hits against him, allowed 27 runs, 17 earned, walking 25, striking out 32. Edingenberg Exteriors, your all-in-one roofing specialist. Visit ebergexteriors.com for a quote. So Wallace leaves. Young will be the third pitcher of the day for Portage. He steps in here in the top of the third inning with a runner at second base and one out, just trying to shut down what has been a red-hot offense for Valparaiso. 8 of the 9 batters in the lineup have reached base so far tonight, or 7 of 9. Malloy had a sacrifice fly out but helped drive in a run. But it's been great production, especially from the top of the lineup. Bush has walked twice and tripled. He has scored all 3 times he's been on base. Gill behind him has a 2-run home run, a walk, and an RBI double. He's scored twice and is in scoring position now. Adler Holtz walked and had a grand slam. Max Ream singled, has a home run as well. Just the top of the order has been really swinging well for the Vikings. Now Trevor Fenters will bat. Fenters 1 for 2 with an RBI single in the second. So Cody Young was originally in center field. He moves to the mound now, and the outfield has adjusted. Del Val now in right field, and I believe Cole is in center. First pitch taken for a strike to Trevor Fenters. So 0-1 the count. Gill, the runner at second base. The next pitch from Young. Fenters puts it high in the air towards the Indians' dugout. The catcher, Ketchum looking for it. It twists into foul territory. It's fair. They couldn't quite hang on to it. Young got it near the line. It goes off the heel of his glove, and that puts Fenters on base. Gill will move over to third base. I think the wind got a hold of that one, as you saw the fielders originally were going towards the fence, and then they had to twist back towards the line at first base. And when Young got the glove on it, he was a couple steps past the line in fair territory, and it just goes off his glove. That will put Fenters on base. And Gill scoots over to third base. And now Kroll lines that one through the middle of the infield. It will score Gill. And Kroll's on base with an RBI single. Valparaiso takes an 11-0 lead over Portage here in the third.
Third baseman, number 11, Adler Holtz.
Kroll's second base hit of the game. For your starting pitcher, that helps. It's been a good day at the plate. 11 runs on 9 hits. 2 in the bank already this inning with 2 runners on and 1 away. The batter now, Adler Holtz. Holtz lays off that off-speed pitch from Young for strike 1. Holtz sent a grand slam over the left field fence last inning. Now the 0-1. Taken high for ball 1. Kroll, the runner at first base. Fenters on second. The 1-1. Lifted towards center field. And it gets past Cole. It gets past the center fielder. It will roll all the way to the wall. Fenters is in to score. Here comes Kroll. He makes it to score as well. It's a 2 RBI triple for Adler Holtz. And so the Vikings continue to swing the bats well.
Catcher, number 4, Max Ream.
It's now a 13-0 lead for the Vikings. First pitch, taken for a strike. Max Ream, the batter. Ream is 2 for 2 today with a home run and a single. The 0-1 from Young, low for a ball. 4 runs have scored here in the third. And after that 2 RBI triple from Adler Holtz, he is 90 feet away from scoring. Here's the 0-1. Outside for ball 2. Ream singled in the first inning, homered in the second. He was a double away from the cycle on Friday. Now the 2-1. Fouled by Ream towards the Portage bullpen. Evens the count at 2-2. And it's just been a good third inning for the Vikings, continuing to add at the plate. Now Ream lifts this one to left field, deep towards the fence, and it's gone! Second home run of the game for Max Ream. He brings in Holtz from third base. His third home run in the last 2 games makes it a 15-0 lead for the Vikings.
Second baseman, number 10, Dennis Malloy. He's over 2, so we'll try it.
Ream homered in the second inning, homers here in the third. It's a 6-run inning for the Vikings with Malloy batting. The pitch from Young, low for ball 1. The Vikings have had a 2-run home run from Gill, a grand slam from Holtz, a solo home run from Ream, and a 2-run home run from Ream. 4 long balls in the game have made it a 15-0 lead. It's a 2-0 count now as Malloy lays off that one. Here's the 2-0 from Young. Outside for a ball. The count now 3-0. So Max Ream with his second home run of the game. The 3-0 in for strike 1. And for Ream, he also crushed one on Friday. That was a 2-run home run in the first. The 3-1 is high. Malloy walks. Still only 1 away here in the third inning. The batter now, Matt Savanek. Malloy's on base for the first time tonight. Savanek, left-handed batter. He's 0 for 2 today. And so for Portage, you're just trying to get outs as quick as possible here and try to figure something that works against Kroll. First pitch to Savanek, taken for a strike. And for the Vikings, you have to like the position you're in now with one of the top pitchers in the state working, a 15-run lead. Can feel comfortable here, but this is a tough Portage team. But with Kroll pitching, you have to like your chances. 1-1, fouled away by Savanek towards the football field. Count now 1-2. Still only 1 away. Savanek, the 9th batter of the inning. Simpson on deck. He started this frame with a ground out to third base. Now the 1-2 from Young. It's high for a ball. Malloy is the runner at first. He walked. Young pauses and fires the 2-2. Fouled away by Savanek, the senior right fielder. He made a great catch on Friday as well. On that play, it was trying to find when it was. It ended the third inning. that one at the end of the second inning because he made a great play to end the second and then started the third with a home run. That was a couple really nice plays for Savannah against Hobart on Friday. The payoff pitch, lifted in the air, foul territory near first base, and it will drift towards first base. And Bogue able to hang on to it as he falls towards the turf, makes the catch for out number 2. So we've seen that a couple times on
Left fielder, number 6.
contact to the first base side where it just gets pushed in play. That wind, which is blowing out towards left field, so it makes it tricky along the first base line. So there are 2 away. Nate Simpson will bat. He is the 10th batter of the inning for the Vikings. First pitch to Simpson, taken outside for a strike. So the count now 0-1. Simpson was hit by a pitch and scored in the second inning, grounded out in his next at-bat. The 0-1, swing and a miss for strike 2. Simpson can't get to that fastball. So he's quickly behind 0-2 against Cody Young. The 0-2, the runner's going, fouled away. So no balls, 2 strikes to Simpson. 2 away, runner at first base. The pitch from Young, fouled away again. So Simpson been difficult to retire here, and as Young and Portage just need an out to try to get their bats back up and try to chip away at this 15-0 deficit. So a long pause from Young. He looks to the runner at first. Now to the plate. That pitch is outside. Count goes to 1-2.
When they were here for the first game of the year, they were also watching the Lake Central pitcher. No.
So a ball and 2 away, 2 strikes with 2 away. The next pitch from Young. That breaking ball just misses high and tight for ball 2. So 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Young looks at the runner at first base. That's Molloy. Now to the plate for the 2-2. Outside for ball 3. Makes it a full count. So you don't want to walk this batter with 2 away. It's already the 10th batter of the inning. So Young gets ready for the payoff pitch. Here it is. He swings and misses for strike 3. That will end the inning. But the Vikings get the job done. 6 runs in the third. We're through 2.5. Valparaiso leads over Portage 15-0. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Back here for the bottom of the third inning. Stay with us after the game when we'll name the Ironworkers 395 Play of the Game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Go to ironworkers395.com to start your future as a union ironworker. So DeGracia, Pirowski, and Bogue due up here in the bottom of the third. The Indians have sent 6 batters to face Kroll. 6 have been retired. Kroll speeds a fastball inside for ball 1. Kroll has struck out 4 of the 6 batters he has faced. Not bad for the left-hander. The 1-0, called strike 1. Kroll, one of the top pitchers in the state, top left-hander in the class of 25, committed to play at Notre Dame next season. The 1-1, he swings at that one that was into the dirt for strike 2. Broke a little early, but DeGracia swung over it. And with a 15-run lead, Kroll can really just go and attack these hitters. Sends the fastball inside, moves the count to 2-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 5th strikeout for Kroll. DeGracia goes down swinging, and the batter now, Tyler Pirowski, the junior left fielder. So 2 strikeouts in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 here in the third. All of them have been swinging for Caden Kroll. First pitch to Pirowski, who shows bunt, and he jabs it in the air towards the fence behind home plate. Starts off the count with a strike. Pirowski batting .268 on the season. His 3 doubles. He's driven 18 runs. And for Portage, they have work to do at the plate here, and down by 15 early in this game. The 0-1 pitch. He shows bunt again, but can't get to it. So he's behind 0-2. So you're running out of opportunities, though. It's only the bottom of the third, but think about the run rule. Down by 10 after 5. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the third. DeGracia and Pirowski both striking out swinging. The batter now, Ryan Bogue.
First baseman, number 5, Ryan Bogue.
So Kroll with 6 strikeouts against through 8 batters faced so far in this inning. Ryan Bogue, the junior first baseman, fouls off that first pitch from Kroll, falls behind 0-1. 226 average for Bogue. He has 4 doubles on the year, so batting out of the 9th spot tonight. Fastball away from Kroll makes it a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch from the southpaw. Lifted to left field, the shortstop. Gill going back for it, and it drops. It drops between Gill and Simpson. That'll be the first hit of the day for Portage. It extends the inning. Bogue just able to drop that one between a pair of defenders.
Coach is very happy with Bogue. Doesn't get a hitter, number 9, Devin Ortiz.
It's now Devin Ortiz bats with a runner on first base and 2 down.
He's standing on first.
So Ortiz struck out swinging in the first. And then that fastball gets past the catcher, Ream, and it will allow Bogue to advance to second.
Yep, exactly. Well, Cade was walking off the mound.
So here's a runner in scoring position.
Yep.
Count 1-0. Ream and Kroll will talk things over. So even with the runner on second for Kroll, you can still pitch comfortably here up 15, and with 2 away in the inning, you can focus on the batter, Ortiz. Ortiz had a single and a walk on Friday. He scored in the second inning. He was thrown out going for the plate in the first. Now the 1-0. Fouled away over the backstop. Evens the count at 1-1. So Ortiz gets ready. Kroll delivers to the plate. Ortiz skips it towards shortstop where Gill gets to it, throws on the hop to first in time for out number 3. So Portage gets a man on base but leaves him stranded at second. We are through 3 here at Viking Field, and Valparaiso leads 15-0. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Summer just got sweeter at Smoothie King of St. John. Introducing 5 new watermelon smoothies. Power Meal Slim Watermelon, Gut Health Watermelon, Hydration Watermelon, the Activation Recovery Watermelon, and the Extreme Watermelon. All here for a limited time only at Smoothie King of St. John. Open 7 days a week. Smoothie King is conveniently located across from Lake Central High School. Stop in today. Smoothie King of St. John.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
Start of the 4th inning here. We welcome you in along for this matchup between Valparaiso and Portage in the sectional championship. Leo Staudaher with Zach Zanelli and Clint Klaus rounding out the crew as the Vikings will start to dip into their bench a little bit here. Austin McKenzie will be batting in place of Bush. So McKenzie, the senior, getting at bat here with his team up. More on McKenzie in a moment. He'll bat left-handed against Young. McKenzie making his appearance in his 5th game this season. He is 1 for 3 at the plate. He did drive in a run. Takes the first pitch strike from Cody Young. McKenzie also a wide receiver on the Vikings football team. Now the 0-1. Called strike 2. So a couple of quick strikes from Young, while the Vikings have stormed out to this 15-0 lead. 3 runs in the first, 6 in the second, 6 in the third. The 0-2 just outside for ball 1. But so now the Vikings bringing in some pinch hitters, getting some reps for some players who might not see the field that much. The count now 2-2. And good to see McKenzie get some at-bats. Now the 2-2 pitch. Fouled down the first base line. So he stays alive with that 2-pitch foul ball. 2-strike foul ball, I should say. So we'll see where he ends up going to the field. He's replacing Bush, the center fielder, and now the 2-2 fouled away. And what a day it was for Bush. He scored 3 runs. He walked twice, tripled. Very productive day for Bush out of the leadoff spot. The 2-2 pitch from Young. Taken low for a ball, so that's been a couple good takes from McKenzie after falling behind quickly 0-2. He's been able to work this to a full count. So Young pauses, kicks and goes towards the plate. The payoff pitch bounces its way in for a walk, so a very good at-bat by McKenzie to work his way back in and reach base with the walk. Trent Gill will bat here. Gill, 2-run home run in the first, a walk in the second, and a RBI double in the third. He has scored 3 times tonight. He bats with McKenzie on first base. First First pitch called strike one from Young. So Cody Young, third pitcher of the game for Portage. Just trying to get through the fourth here. The 0-1 is inside. Third matchup this season between Valparaiso and Portage. The Vikings took the first one 11-0 on April 22nd. The next day, it was a little closer, 3-1 though, still a win for the Vikings, and now trying to get the win in the third matchup against Portage and continue along into the next stage of the postseason. The 1-1, low for ball two. Vikings will face the winner of that matchup between Crown Point and Lake Central. The 2-1 pitch. It hits him. That gets Bush up tight. He was trying to lean out of the way of it. He takes that one and will make his walk down the first base line. I think the helmet caught most of that one, but still a scary sight. Bush will move over to first base, but there's a second runner on, and still nobody out. We'll have a pinch hitter in place of Fenters. That'll be Gordon Wineland. So Wineland, the senior first baseman. And we'll see a pinch runner for Gill. Ben Glass will take the place of Gill over at
Pinch runner at first base is number 26, Ben Glass.
First base.
Yeah, but he's on the program roster.
So for Wineland, this will be his 13th at-bat of the season. He has one hit. He fouls away the first pitch. Wineland has walked 5 times, though, so the on-base percentage at .353 makes up for the .083 average, but still finding ways to get on base. The count now 0-2. So Wineland batting in place of Fenters here in the fourth. Bush at second base, Gill at first. The grounder over to short. They will step on second, throw to first, but Wineland's able to beat it out to avoid the double play. Bush gets over to third base. So Glass retired at second on the fielder's choice, and Wineland makes his way on. It was a good play by Crosstag to get to that one at shortstop, throw to DeGracia, but they just weren't able to catch Wineland at first base. So now Caden Kroll bats with runners at the corners and one away. He swings over the first pitch from Young. So the count now, no balls and a strike. Pitch from Young is low to even the count at 1-1. And for Young, you're just trying to work quickly here and try to avoid another lopsided inning from the Vikings. The 1-1 pitch. Kroll puts that in the air to center field. Cole, the center fielder, steps back, makes the catch, and they will send the runner McKenzie towards the plate. He scores to make it a 16-0 lead for Valparaiso here in the fourth.
Pinch hitting for the Vikings, number 9, Drayton Wilcox.
So we'll see another pinch hitter for the Vikings. It'll be Drayden Wilcox in place of Adler Holtz. We saw Wilcox, I believe he was the DH on Friday. He doubled and scored in the first inning, walked in the fifth, takes a first pitch ball from Young. Wilcox, another member of the Viking football team, moving from the gridiron to the diamond here in the spring, and they are continuing their postseason run with this 16-0 lead over Portage. 16 runs on 11 hits. The 1-0 is high for a ball. We'll go 2-0. Taking the place of Holtz, who walked in the first inning, had a grand slam in the second, and a 2 RBI triple in the third. The 2-0 pitch. Wilcox drives that one to left field. It skips towards Porowski. It's a 2-out single, and it keeps the line moving for the Vikings. Wineland goes to second base. Wilcox at first, and the batter will be Max Ream, the senior catcher for the Vikings. Ream is 3 for 3 today. He is singled. He had a solo home run in the second and a 2-run home run in the third. He has been swinging a great bat in the last 2 games. On Friday, he had the home run, a single, and a triple. Just missed the cycle, was short by a double. And then today, with 3 hits and 2 home runs, he has been on a power surge as of late. And the count 1-0. Young kicks and fires to the plate. Ream fouls that one towards the Viking dugout. It jumps over the dugout and rolls onto the concourse. So that will even the count up at a ball and a strike. The 1-1. He flies it to right field. Del Val looks up and makes the catch for out number 3. So the Vikings add 1 more on 1 hit. They increase their lead to 16-0. We are through 3.5. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work. You're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schragle, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you can reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
Be sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports by supporting and following us on social media. We're always active on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and online at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town. Bottom of the 4th inning about to begin here. Portage will send Ketchum, Young, and Cole to face Caden Kroll, who has been spectacular on the hill for the Vikings. Kroll with 6 strikeouts through 3 innings, only 1 hit against. Has been a big factor in this game for the Vikings, both at the plate and on the mound. He has scored a run and driven in 2, and he hits Ketchum to start the inning. So Ketchum will become the second base runner of the day for Portage as he makes the trip down the first base line. It's not the start you want for Kroll of the inning, but and we'll see a courtesy runner for Ketchum. Trying to get a look at the number on first base. The new first baseman for the Vikings, Gordon Wineland, is blocking the runner, so I can't quite make it out. We should also mention Wineland stays in to play first base, and Drayden Wilcox stays in to play third base. The first pitch from Kroll, taken high for ball 1. The batter Cody Young, who we saw on the mound most recently for the Indians. He drives this one to left field, and that will drop in front of Simpson. And so back-to-back base runners for Portage to start the fourth. Young able just to club a single there and keep the line moving. And it brings Hunter Cole up to bat with nobody out and 2 on base. Mason Conrad, the runner at second base for Portage. Conrad, the senior outfielder, in place of the catcher Ketchum. So here's Hunter Cole. Cole swings over that first pitch from Kroll. We were talking about Cole. You can't understate how good he was on Friday with going the complete game with 9 strikeouts, 3 hits at the plate. He waves over that one. But even for Kroll, I think what was most impressive was how he stayed in after the lightning delay and got some tough outs. The first batter he had to face was Rob Zarnicki, the Kentucky commit from Chesterton, who had already taken him deep in the game, but he was able to work a tough out and just battled after that rain delay to shut the door on Chesterton and get the win in the sectional semifinal. Kroll sends in a ball to make the count 1-2. So Cole flew out to center field in his first at-bat tonight, but just had a outstanding game on Friday. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. 7th strikeout for Kroll, and that's the first out of the 4th inning. So Brody Braden will bat. And that skips towards Braden and will get behind the catcher Ream. So that one was inside. I think it got a piece of Braden as well, but it was on a bounce. So it will start the count 1-0. Both base runners will advance. So now there's 2 in scoring position for Portage. Conrad goes from second to third, and then Young goes from first to second. So the count 1-0. The pitch from Kroll. Bounce back to the mound. Kroll gets the glove on it, but it rolls away from him. That will bring Conrad in to score, and Portage is on the board, driving a run here in the top of the 4th. So Braden with a tough swing. It goes towards the catcher, so the lefty Kroll reaches to his right, got the glove on it, but it rolls in and out of the glove, and so he just wasn't quite able to track it down in time. That will score Conrad. It moves Young to third base, and it puts Braden on first. First pitch to cross tag, taken for strike 1. Cross tag struck out swinging to end the second. He pokes that one to second base. It gets to Malloy. He fires to first in time for out number 2, but Cody Young scoots across the plate. So 2 runs in for Portage here in the 4th. Braden moves over to second base. So it was a good play by Malloy, but Portage still able to score on it. And now Williams DeGracia will bat for the Indians with 2 away and a runner at second base. First pitch from Kroll, high for a ball. Starts off the count 1-0. Kroll takes a peek at the runner at second base, but will go towards the plate. Fires a fastball high and away. Makes the count 2-0. So Kroll just trying to finish things out here in the bottom of the 4th. Get that third out. Gets the fastball over the plate for strike 1. After Portage now finally on the board, they were unable to get anything going in the first 3 at-bats. And now another grounder towards shortstop. Gill plays it on a bounce, throws to first for the 3rd out of the inning. Portage is able to bring 2 home, though, on 2 hits and a hit batter We are through 4, and Valparaiso leads 16-2. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep, skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Hennigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Hennigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit hennigenberg.com for more information or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Hennigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
Pitch hitting for the Vikings, number 5, Nate Nightingale.
And here we go, getting the 5th inning started at Viking Field. We'll have another pinch hitter for the Vikings. Be Nate Nightingale. Nightingale, the senior infielder, bats in place of DJ Malloy. And the pitcher will still be Young. As Portage was able to get 2 across the plate to end the 4th, but still down by 14 here, and Nightingale swings, I think he got a piece of that one for strike 1. So another senior getting to take some at-bats, and what will be their final game at their home field, the 0-1. Although they are the visiting team tonight. Nightingale, 8 at-bats on the season. He has 1 hit, and you can see he has walked 3 times as well. Fouls away the next pitch from Young. Makes the count 1-2. Here's the 1-2 from Young. Drops it in for strike 3 to catch Nightingale looking on the breaking ball there. That was a good pitch from Young, just able to get the bottom to fall out on it and moving into the zone. Another new batter, Grant McFarden, will bat in place of Savanic.
Correction, the pinch hitter is number 17, Logan Dilley.
Or pardon me, that is Logan Dilley, who we have seen as a pinch runner at times. And now he'll take his first at-bats of the weekend. Fouls away the 1-0 pitch to make it a 1-1 count. So Dilley Jr. He has 5 hits on the year. He's batting .263. The 1-1, high for a ball. Count goes to 2-1. The 2-1 pitch from Young, taken for strike 2. So there'll be another pinch hitter on deck. That'll be Grant McFarden. The 2-2 pitch. Inside. Loads the count at 3-2. So it's a good day for the Vikings when you're able to get some of the upperclassmen off the bench in and taking at-bats. And the 3-2 pitch. That's low and away for ball 4, so Dilley is on base. And now Grant McFarden will pinch hit.
Pinch hitting for the Vikings, number 16.
And because a lot of times in these playoff games, it's so close and the margin for error is so thin, you can't always get those seniors into the game. But today for the Vikings, they've been able to get just about every eligible batter into the game. As Dilley's able to move past on that ball that was high and away, all the way to the backstop, but in what's going to be a sectional championship, last game at your home field, getting everybody in, that's very fun to see, creates a lot of memories for these players. The 1-0, called strike one. It's been two good games for the Vikings here in this sectional. A 14-4 win on Friday against Hobart and a 16-2 lead here in the top of the fifth against Portage as the breaking ball called strike two. And Young, give credit to him. He's stuck in here and has battled through some tough innings. As retires McFarden, catches him looking for his second punch out of the inning. And now the batter will be Gabe Bush. Bush, who was pinch hit for last time up, gets ready to work here. Bush, 2 walks and a triple. But Portage has been able to rely upon Young just to get outs. He's been roughed up for some runs, but still a gutsy performance from the right-hander. Young, a junior, he'll be back for next season. Play the field and pitch, so someone they could count on for next year. And you give Portage credit. They, again, on Wednesday against Merrillville, picked up their first postseason win since 2019, then added to it by upsetting Chesterton in the sectional semifinal and making their way to the championship. A good season for this Portage group, as that's called a strike. I mean, that Chesterton game was really impressive from Portage. They got a great outing from Hunter Cole on the mound. Were able to put up a 6-run second inning. The 2-1 called strike two, but a lot to be impressed from the Indians. And now they get the runner at second. They threw over and retire Savanic, so that will end the inning. So Valparaiso gets a runner on base, but he is thrown out. So we are through 4.5. The Vikings lead 16-2. Stick around. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Bottom of the fifth here at Valparaiso High School. Porowski, Bogue, and Ortiz will be the batters for Portage as they're down to their final chances. If they can add some runs, they could extend the game, but if the score holds, this will be the final frame of action. Caden Kroll out for the fifth to pitch again. Gets Porowski to swing through that fastball. Porowski 0 for 1 today with a strikeout against Kroll, who has been solid on the hill. The 0-1, called strike two. Good breaking ball, cutting towards the batter. And now the 0-2. Fastball just misses low for a ball. But Kroll has been able to get a lot of swings and misses as this one's poked back towards the pitcher. He tosses it over to first base in time to retire Porowski for the opening out here in the fifth. 7 strikeouts for Kroll as he's been able to shut down Portage so far. They did score 2 in the last at-bat in the 4th, so maybe they can continue that momentum into some offense here. Ryan Bogue swings through the first pitch. He singled in the 3rd. That was the first hit of the game. That one that just dropped between 3 Vikings, and he can't catch up to that next pitch. Swings and misses for strike 2. Quickly ahead. No balls and 2 strikes with a man down. Here's the pitch from Kroll. Fastball low. We go 1-2. Now the 1-2. Low and away. We go 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kroll holds the glove near the belt, kicks and fires. The fastball just inside. We go full at 3-2. So a good take by Bogue to load the count. Now the payoff pitch. Bounce towards shortstop. Gill gets there. Throws the first on a bounce. In time for out number 2. Scooped up by Wineland. So that right there. That play by Gill are some of the best hands in the business, just like the Bricklayers Local 4 of Indiana, Kentucky. Check out baclocal4.org to find out how you can join the oldest continuous union in North America. Devon Ortiz will be the batter here with 2 down in the last of the 5th. Ortiz 0 for 2 so far with a strikeout and a ground out. We're going to see no, this will be Ortiz. First pitch from Kroll. Did he go all the way? He did. Went far enough for a strike. Makes the count 0-1. The 0-1 delivery from Kroll. He will send the breaking ball in for strike 2. So now Portage down to their last strike with Ortiz up to bat. He gets ready. Kroll gets the sign. Fastball just high to make it a 1-2 count. Kroll trying to finish it out here with his team up. The 1-2. Low for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Ortiz trying to keep the game going. The pitch. Fouled away. So that little hesitation in the windup from Kroll, trying to throw off the timing from Ortiz. He was just a little bit behind on that one and fouls it towards the Portage dugout. So Kroll pauses, goes for the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will do it. Valparaiso defeats Portage 16-2 to win the sectional championship, their first since 2023. They will move on to face the winner of the Crown Point Lake Central game. The Vikings have now won 16 in a row. They defeat Portage for the 3rd time this season. Portage ends their season with a record of 13-2, but it was a good sectional run by the Indians to take down Merrillville and Chesterton to make it to the sectional championship. But a great game from the Vikings to take this one 16-2, 16 runs on 12 hits, 2 runs on 3 hits for Portage. But they just couldn't get much going against Caden Kroll. We're going to have a trophy presentation on the field as well, so we'll keep it here and hand out some of the awards of our own as we see the final handshake line going. That's always a mix of emotions. You have one side, Valparaiso, where they're excited, their season continues, and then for Portage, some of these players just had their baseball careers come to an end. So you got both sides shaking hands and congratulating each other, and now we'll see the sectional championship trophy handed out.
Championship trophy presentation.
Trent Gill accepts it and brings it over to his team.
Bush is presenting the sectional championship trophy to the Valparaiso Vikings.
So Vikings in recent memory, sectional champs in 23 and 21, and you can add 25 to that. And they'll take a picture near home plate. So as the players take the photo, looks like we got a few camera operators down there, but so let's start handing out the awards. It's time to name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies, proud to recognize the superheroes on the diamond. I think the choice is obvious. We'll go with Caden Kroll of Valparaiso. Kroll pitching with 8 strikeouts. Also at the plate, he drove in 2 runs. He scored a run. Kroll was outstanding for the Vikings to pick up his 4th win of the season. He is our superhero of the game. And now it's time to name the blue-collar player of the game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Boilermakers Local 374, blue-collar player of the game tonight we'll go with Max Ream, the catcher from Valparaiso. He was 3 for 4 in this game with a single in the first, a solo home run in the second, and a 2-run home run in the third. Ream also working behind the plate with Kroll, did a good job of framing everything and being the backstop for that star pitcher. And so he's the blue-collar player of the game. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. Now we'll move along. It's time to name the Ironworkers 395 play of the game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395. To find out how you can become a union ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com. And tonight's Ironworkers 395 play of the game we'll turn it back to the second inning when Adler Holtz crushed that grand slam over the fence in left field for Holtz. That was his second home run of the season. It drove in 4. He also had a 2 RBI triple later in the game, but the grand slam, there was no doubt about it over that left field wall. That was tonight's Ironworkers 395 play of the game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395, Union Strong. So now we will get ready to thank everyone involved with tonight's broadcast. To our management team at Region Sports, Chris Ramirez, Rich Castillo, Zach Miller, and our sports director, Mike Dewan. To my great crew tonight, Zach Sinelli doing a great job producing, getting us on the air, and keeping us there. Clint Klaus capturing all the angles on the camera tonight. To the coaches of both sides, Shane Prats from Portage and Todd Evans of Valparaiso. And our athletic directors, Brent St. Germain from Portage and Stacy Adams of Valparaiso. And to the viewers at the IHSAA Champions Network, this is Leo Staudaher thanking you for watching.